never get too far. And my mama said a special. If I don't trust you, shoot your metro. Future looking bright, nigga got that glow. Professor X, nigga, all the gifts I show. My life like a movie shot off the hit show. Me and Bless Hands make a bitch get low. James Willis, DJ CEO. Dave hit record, now we on beast mode. Let's go.
Welcome back to the Hit Show. We live. Y'all see the subjects below. Snitching versus telling. Code of the streets, the G code. If you're on Facebook, make sure y'all follow us. If you're on YouTube, subscribe. If you're on Instagram, we're going to be uploading more clips. We also on Twitter, Hit Show Podcast at Podcast Hit. So make sure y'all follow us for that.
Yes, we can tell on you.
You there?
As long as you ain't snitching, I guess it's cool.
Look, y'all see the subjects below, right? Y'all see the subjects below. I'm going to play a small clip, then we're going to get into the show. All right? You give me 1 second.
When was the last time that you've actually physically been inside of that house that you can remember? About 3 weeks. Who else?
Now, I'm gonna show y'all the reason why I played that small clip. I'm not gonna play the.
I don't even know what that was.
But listen, Buggy.
Wait a second. No, you gotta play more than that. No,
I don't even I just wanted to show y'all the interrogation room. Just listen.
Okay, can we watch it, please?
No, just listen. I just wanted to show y'all that interrogation room.
What?
Look at the What does the subjects below say?
Yeah.
Snitching versus telling. Code of the streets. The G code.
Yeah.
Right. I only played that small clip because when you're doing any of that, that's one of the places you're going to end up.
Right, because this is a good topic.
Okay.
Because the dichotomy of snitching and telling gets convoluted. And I think we got to figure out what the code of the streets is now because that shit needs updating.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
So that's the reason why I only played just a few seconds. I just wanted y'all to see if you never...
My nigga in the cut just came with these big ass words. I can't even see this nigga face.
I know. It's or something.
That's
man.
all right. We can hear him.
The academy convoluted.
Like, where did Darius come from?
But
got a cigarette lighter over.
Right. But that's why I wanted to show everybody. I didn't want to play a long clip. I just wanted to show y'all that when you go in that room, your homies ain't with you. Your people ain't with you. You in there by yourself.
It kind of look like we in one right now.
Kind of.
I know it does, doesn't it? Yeah, the whole wall. And
But
everything.
the point is, people always talk about they will never snitch, never tell. But you don't know what's gonna happen until you get into that room. You don't know what you're gonna say when you get into that room.
Say nothing.
Nigga, I do. I know what I'm going to say. I ain't going to say
I'm going to say I'm not saying.
I've been through the
I've been in that room before, so I can't. I like you said you. I've been there.
You don't understand.
I've been there.
No, you ain't.
See, a lot of niggas say they would never snitch, never tell. Soon they get in there,
they get scared.
Exactly.
They get
Yeah,
scared.
My name's still good. I'm
majority
still
of
out.
niggas, but
They sing like a bird.
I'm still allowed anywhere I ever been, so I passed the test. I made it out the room.
Yeah. You look at 5 years, right? You know, if you don't tell us these suspects, you look at the 25 flat.
Right. And then they start talking. If anybody ever watched the first 48, you get in that room, especially if you in there with the lady and Mitchell, you tell it.
she making the hardest nigga fold like a chair, boy.
She undefeated. She do not fuck around. You tell it.
Because they're
Or you snitching.
I don't think she got no L's.
No. So let's break the snitching versus telling down.
Soon as you see it's one of her episodes, you like, oh shit.
You already know.
You already
know.
Done data.
So we're gonna talk about snitching before we talk about telling. So what is actually snitching?
Person that tells for nothing.
In my dictionary, the dictionary of Cleveland Showtime Home, snitching, the definition is if anything you took part in, and you gonna tell on somebody else that didn't get caught and would have not gotten caught had you not said shit.
Understood.
Okay,
what is your
That's a good definition.
Let Taryn go?
I completely,
I'd say
I completely agree with him.
Okay.
Cleveland.
What about you, Depot?
Yeah, I definitely say he's definitely right. I mean, that's down here in Louisville. So yeah, that's we can all agree on that.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your definition there? Is a snitching?
That's pretty much it. That sums it up. If you partaking in a crime willingly and knowingly, and you do it with another party or another person, and y'all all get caught, as soon as you start talking about the events that occurred about anybody else that did the things with you, you snitching.
Nigga, that was a definition. I like that.
Yeah. Definitely.
Because like, if you do some shit, like, okay, boom, us three, we rob some shit, we get to running, my dumb ass trip and fall, I get caught.
Mm-hmm.
They like, who was the other two? I'm snitching if I tell who y'all was.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I signed up for this.
Yeah.
So that means I'm supposed to, if I'm the one that get caught, I'm supposed to take my time.
But hold up, let me take it further.
Take your time and take everybody else's time too.
Once you start talking about anything occurring to them folks, even whether it's snitching on yourself or you dry snitching about the situation, because now they starting to put two and two together. So in reality, you don't say shit. You don't say nothing.
Because
you get a lawyer and your lawyer advises you what to do.
Because the thing is, even if you get caught by yourself, right? And say, like you said, say 3 people or whatever went to go rob something. Everywhere got cameras. So they already know they're going to find out who the other 2 people are. They just want to see if you're going to tell them. Because what they're going to do is try to say.
They don't necessarily got to know who the other people are.
No, but they're going to try to put it all on you. And then that's when niggas usually snitch.
It's called interrogation.
If I was with y'all,
that's the
I'm
whole
supposed
point.
to take that.
That's the whole point of interrogation.
See,
so either you give into it or
but see, now, telling to me is okay. I'm in the car with you. You got dope. We get pulled over. You throw that shit under my seat, and then I'm supposed to just take that. No,
I'm telling.
That's telling on you.
I'm telling, nigga.
If I didn't sign up for this shit, you're not supposed to let me go to jail.
This is mine for telling. Now with telling,
be up on that. Yeah, that's a.
If you set me up, you say, hey, we just, take me up to the store. Yeah, I got you. Like, now we went to the store. Yeah, I got you. I'll take you. Now you go in there and rob the store, come out, and then I'm driving off because I'm not trying to get no shit, and I'm getting to some shit because of you, and you didn't warn me. I'm telling on your ass.
Yeah.
I'm telling on you.
Bond in this loyalty, right? There ain't no loyalty in this bond.
Because if I didn't sign up for
it, I should not be involved.
Exactly.
Right.
So if I'm like, we going to rob this store, I'm not supposed to say shit.
No.
Or I'm snitching.
No.
Now if I'm telling, which it can get misconstrued as snitching. But nigga, you not supposed to get me in trouble for some shit I had nothing to do with.
Especially if
that ain't real nigga shit.
No.
Yeah,
that's when they need to take that
drug dealing and shit because that's what motherfuckers get fucked. Because you go out of your way with like drugs, my drug dealing, you're going out of your way.
Yeah, like I got caught with the pack, and I'm like, man, I got it from him. And matter of fact, that nigga over there selling shit too. That's snitching. All bad.
Like when you rob,
I wasn't supposed to have drugs, and I got caught with him. I'm snitching.
Like that's kind of stupid. Anyways, it's kind of plan to do that, and then you get caught up, and they know, hey, it was 3 suspects, nigga. We know, you know. So you gonna get fried on your time. First off, for not, they're gonna really fuck you up.
So, but also we gotta go back to snitching.
Which is gonna lead you to snitching, though. I mean,
snitching only applies to people in the streets. You do know that. So if I'm not in the streets and we do something, it's not snitching if I say something.
No, they do it on the mic.
If you did it, if you did it, you snitching. If you was
involved, you're snitching.
It don't matter if
snitching is a part of the G code for the streets. If I'm not a street person,
then don't do street shit.
Don't do street
shit. So is Tekashi 6ix9ine a snitch or was he telling?
Yes,
no, he wasn't. He wasn't no snitch. He was telling.
He wasn't snitching. No, he was acting like he was hurt. He was acting like he was down with it. He was claiming that shit.
And he was never a street dude. And they
first off, the should have checked his ass and told him to calm down. And they never should have bought him around that bullshit. They're stupid. They're fucking idiots. Like they never should have had that motherfucker around none of that street shit. Because there's videos of him and like them niggas getting into fights and shooting at niggas, and he's right there with them like, bro, you know he is not about this. So why the fuck are you bringing him around all this shit?
He is snitch because he signed up for it. He signed up for that shit. He knew what was going on. He was a willing participant. You snitch.
He telling. He's not.
No, he's definitely.
The only way you telling is if you did not know this is about to happen. You had no clue what was going on, and niggas about to let you go down for it.
Think about it.
The gang is stupid though. The gang's stupid. Like they're making entertainment money, big money across the globe. Why do you have your cash? It's like, all right, hey Beyonce, go out there and hit this lick on this nigga. Would anybody ever say that? Jay-Z, we need you to murk this nigga real quick to get down with the set.
But see, Jay a real nigga, so you couldn't have got off on him like that.
No, he's too smart.
He a real nigga. Like he was in the streets.
Right.
So he got niggas behind him that's like, hey, catch this body for me.
Right.
Bro, they're stupid. They could have just played the shit, but they were bringing him around events that were taking place. Like this nigga is their cash cow.
Exactly. So it's like
away.
They not really dumb for it because they was making money off of him.
No, they're dumb. They're dumb as fuck.
They wouldn't have even had no money if they didn't have this nigga. They wouldn't have been eating like they was eating unless they had him. So they needed him.
They wouldn't be doing any penitentiary time. They wouldn't be doing penitentiary time right now if they would have kept him out of the fucking streets and away from everything. Just
then money. If you would have kept him out the streets, the nigga wouldn't have sold no records.
No, he could have just had him as a back end.
Gang banging. He couldn't have been out here making blood and all that. He wouldn't have made no money about that.
It's a high risk and a high reward.
Yeah, like imagine Tekashi rapping that shit without them blood niggas with him. Nobody would be like, man, who's this white kid singing nigga?
They could be there in the video, but away from all the shit that's going on. He doesn't know. Like Suge Knight did it for a while with niggas that wasn't affiliated with him.
But they was extorting this nigga, so it's like, no, we need you to see, like, nigga, this could be you.
Yeah.
Man, I think it's bullshit. I think it's the gang's fault, the head guys, because that was fucking stupid. That was a bonehead.
They all idiots. They all idiots.
Bonehead move.
It was all stupid.
Like he worked at a deli. Like he worked at a deli behind the cash register at a shop, and he just had like a little weird look to him. And they seen that, and even they seen that he could rap and shit a little bit.
He couldn't even rap, man. Like that. What are you talking about? That boy couldn't rap.
Yelling cut.
Like people fucked with him. I mean, that's just subjective, but besides the point of that. But he had like his own look and everything that drew people to him. And so all the people like Shoddy, the people in the gang and shit, they were like, okay, they invested in him. So they put him down with all that shit.
Like, why is this white boy saying nigga?
He's Mexican.
After the fact, but at first I'm like, what? Oh man, music going to shit, man. They letting white kids call us niggas,
man,
and calling people stupid.
Yeah, bro, he
looked white to me.
He's dumb on their behalf.
Look, y'all be out there in Painesville. He don't look like them Mexicans.
No,
he don't look like them.
He looked like a white boy.
He looked like one of the men are kids. I thought it was a white dude that was just saying nigga, and like y'all, like damn, they letting him on the radio.
We got a comment.
He look like a Puerto Rican nigga. What do you mean? He is definitely tinted.
We got a comment by Lamont and Bobo.
He got
straight hole. Of course, he snitched.
See,
yeah,
he snitched.
Yeah, he is snitched.
But the key word in that comment is he snitched.
He snitched. He definitely snitched.
Like so you get no grace for that. You get no grace for that. You fucked up. He snitched. He like, nigga, I'm not about to do this prison time.
I don't understand. I mean, my thing is, like I said, like I bring it back to the gang. Like you knew, like he didn't have to go through the proper procedures to be in your to be like fucking to be in the gang. He didn't have to go through the proper procedures of getting jumped in and all that shit. But you insist to bringing him around the shit.
You don't gotta get jumped in when you make the gang $1 million.
But I mean, it's like having a business. You gotta like launder your money. This is the way to launder their money. But they gonna bring the nigga around the dirty laundry. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah, they definitely could have played their hand better.
But you know what? He was dealing with a bunch of dummies.
Yeah.
That wasn't a real. They didn't have no real leadership in the game.
And just because I ain't in the streets no more, I want to recant one of my statements. I said them niggas was dumb. I don't want no smoke.
Yeah, I ain't stupid, but you dumb, bro.
I'm gonna call them stupid niggas.
Hey, look, he said that.
I'm gonna tell you why.
I'm telling.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. I know, and I have family members who were in the street life, right?
Mm-hmm.
They know me. They would never let me do any of that shit. Now, you telling me a kid with rainbow color hair that is not in the streets, I don't care how much money he make. If he came across some real street dudes, they are not going to let him in their game. Yeah, because they know if something go down, shit like that happen.
Yeah, they were supposed to play their hand different. They was definitely supposed to.
They were supposed to like have his back, have the backing. They could have gave him the image. That's what they get.
Yeah. Give him the image, keep him safe,
right?
So he can keep making money.
Yeah,
and they're all out of jail if they would have.
But see, I think he got to kicking it with 50 and shit, and he was about to branch off from them niggas, and they like, no, fam, because they kidnapped him and shit, right?
I don't think that was real.
I
think that was bullshit.
They kidnapped this nigga, man.
I think that was bullshit.
I think that was bullshit. That's like some gang shit. Like, oh no, nigga, you ain't about to jump shit, nigga. I tighten your punk ass up. Like, they
kind of fucked him up though. They did kidnap him and they did fuck his baby mama too. So I mean, it's a lot of loyalty there, huh?
If I was the gang and I had the cash cow and I thought he was about to jump ship, I'd kidnap the nigga too.
But they didn't do nothing. They didn't do it the right way.
Well, yeah, because he told he wasn't scared enough. They should have like
that
tied his mama up and shit.
That was probably the most unintelligent gang I've ever seen. You kidnapped the nigga.
He said that.
They all stupid. That's why they locked up. They stupid. They stupid. Stupid niggas.
The nigga Jim Jones got up through.
Jim Jones wasn't a part of that shit though. He wasn't. Wait. Jim Jones was a smart one. Jim Jones knew that nigga wasn't about that shit.
Back.
So that's why Jim Jones is one of the few smart ones. I'm not fucking with him. I'm not kicking it with him. I'm not doing no song. I'm not about to hang around the nigga because I know he ain't about that. If something go down, we all gonna fall. Jim Jones has seen that was smart enough. The rest of these niggas, they ain't that smart. That's why they in jail.
So, so tell me a situation about Jim Jones because I'm not familiar. I'm not brushed up on that.
I guess they had like some phone conversation where he was talking about
violating
a nigga and all
violated.
That. Yeah, but that's all he said. So it's like, and Jim Jones did what he's supposed to do. He shut the fuck up and got the fuck out the way. Just like hell, he just had some shit going on with Freddie Gibbs where he allegedly beat this nigga up in front of the and shit. What? And Jim Jones shut the fuck up though.
Right,
real nigga shit. That's how you supposed to. That's how you supposed to move. Because he did the right thing. He shut the fuck up. Didn't say nothing. Freddie Gibbs made a couple little comments after, but Jim Jones ain't say shit.
So is that snitching? If they get into it and nobody really see it, and then this nigga start going and posting about the shit online.
If I decide I want to get into a fight with you, and I lose. And I get you in trouble for it, I snitched.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a snitch. Yeah.
That's a snitch.
Now, if I ain't on no type of gangster shit and you just come haul off and punch me in my shit and I call the police.
That's telling.
I'm telling.
Because snitching only applies to people in the streets.
Yeah.
It applies to anybody that's a willing participant. If you're a willing participant,
listen,
you snitching.
Snitching is everywhere. It has nothing to do with the streets. I've had snitching.
White collar. It's white collar. Do the snitching.
I've had snitches come in the shop just for a haircut, free haircut.
But that's not snitching. That's not snitching.
Yes,
what you got like a snitch referral program?
No. I just said I'll give you free haircut. That's a snitch.
That's a snitch referral.
You know what I'm saying?
That's not snitching.
So hold on, you gotta elaborate.
You better tell me all this information. Free haircut.
Oh, they be snitching to you. They be telling
you understand
shit.
What I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
So say I said,
okay.
Say somebody was just itching to tell me something, okay? And I said, I'll give you a free haircut if you just say what the fuck you want to say. That's only what, $30, $35. You telling, you snitching and telling and just snitching.
That's telling.
No, it's snitching too.
Hey, so what kind of information they be giving you?
So for instance, it was none of your business. It had nothing to pertain to you. That's a snitch.
You volunteering information.
You're volunteering information that had nothing to pertain to you. You know, that's what snitching is. You're volunteering.
That's a good definition.
You're volunteering information that had nothing to do with you. That's a snitch to me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? For nothing. For nothing. You know what I'm saying? You're snitching just for no reason.
Telling a nigga's girl what he did. Yeah,
that's a snitch.
Yeah, that's some haters.
You know what I'm saying?
That's some hoe ass
snitching
shit.
Can more than just you know, just more than just out in the streets.
It's shit that don't got nothing to do with you or something that you was a willing participant in.
Yeah, a snitch is a snitch, point blank. You know what I'm saying? And they're the ones that you most likely not think they're the snitch. They might be your closest motherfucker. And then all of a sudden, they get into something, they get scared. They're the ones that get scared the most because they have no backbone. But a snitch is the one that has no backbone.
Okay, but let me say this.
That's how I see it.
Now, when we talk about snitches, you know, before the late 2000s, like now, people made it cool to snitch. Back in the day, people were scared to snitch, and when they did snitch,
because you'll be beat up, man.
Okay, but things would happen to you.
Yeah, exactly. Or your family,
wherever you live,
or your family,
you would move out of town. You
would
go to another city.
What you mean?
And that's because the like, streets ain't how it used to be.
One at a time.
It was James.
It's like it's because nobody has respect for nobody. You know what I'm saying? They're not loyal.
I would say this.
Okay. There is no loyalty.
I'm gonna say this.
Snitch is not good. A snitch is not a loyal person.
But I'm gonna say this. I was watching Project Pack talk about, because Project Pack was in the streets, and he was talking about the reason why that started happening in the late 2000s, because the real OGs, when they got locked up, the guys that got locked up also that came back home that weren't the real OGs started teaching the younger generation how to work in the streets, and they would send them on missions they ain't supposed to, and they really don't know nothing about that life. So you got a lot of generation, the newer generation wasn't taught how really a lot of them were misguided in the streets.
Look, I hear you right now. But look, it's real OG niggas that was snitching.
It was, but
you know what I'm saying? Like niggas like Frank Lucas and shit like that. Like these niggas was the man. Yes, and they was telling.
They were snitches.
But all right, no, look. All right, so we can all sit here and say we ain't gonna snitch, right? But now, what if they put you on conspiracy charges? Your mama got 20 years, your granny got 10 years, your auntie got 10 years.
They're about to sit it down with me because I ain't telling.
That's what happened.
They can get up to 10 people.
But this the thing.
They can get up to 10.
Sorry, granny, you going to jail.
Let's be honest. Depending on who's watching. It depends on who's watching you. If the Fed's been watching you, there's no point of snitching because they know everything. They just want to see if you're going to tell. 90% of the time when you get caught and they've been watching you, there's no point of telling because they know everything already. We have social media, camera phones. If you're being watched, there's no point of snitching.
What you going to do, though? What you going to do when they say your mama got 10 years, your daddy got 10 years, your little brother, he got 10 years.
How the fuck is your mom and dad part of the shit?
Lawyer.
No, it's conspiracy charges. Like if you look into
you can't just add people that ain't got no
business doing. But no, he's right. They talk that shit in the investigation room.
It's how you handle the pressure of interrogation.
Hold on. Rayful Edmonds out of DC, the biggest dope dealer like in DC was making hella money. And the reason why they called Rayful Edmonds up is because they brought in his mama, his auntie, his fucking grandma.
And they probably had a part in it though.
Hold on.
One of them.
I'm gonna let you go again, but give me 1 second. I got to pull up this comment about what I said in the 90s if you snitch, they actually offered legit witness protection back then. That is true. Now when they put you in the witness protection, you end up dead. Now the police will go back to the hood and say, "Hey, you know your boy snitched."
But then that's contradicting what we're talking about, because then that would mean people would snitch less now.
Ain't nobody getting killed for snitching now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Today is safe as fuck. Today that's what I'm saying. They made it cool to snitch. But back in then, when you snitch,
it ain't even cool. It's just
like 6ix9ine trying to make it cool. Yes, he did.
It's never been cool to snitch ever.
6ix9ine made it cool.
Man.
Hey, look, we just got older and start noticing it. Niggas been snitching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Niggas been snitching
always got
forever.
snitch.
As long as the streets been there, niggas been snitching.
But niggas can snitch now and go home and sleep like a baby.
Look,
why is that?
And you gotta come after your family.
And look, I done been in the interrogation room, and they done threaten like, we gonna pin this on your baby moms and shit, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, I ain't say nothing. they can't hit somebody that ain't got nothing to do with it. You ain't got no evidence.
They just try.
You can say whatever you gonna say
said.
to me, but you can't give it. You
I
can't
said it's how
include somebody that with no evidence.
Right. I said it's all how you.
If you go in there with the black
you
lady,
gotta have something. They gotta have something. They can't just be like conspiracy. This nigga that's walking down the street, I'm gonna arrest him too.
Like I said, it's all been like how you handle the interrogation. It's all how you handle it.
That's gonna get proved.
You know what I'm saying? You have those that just fold and just get scared and they don't know what to say. You know, they just panic and then they just start filling out in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? But then you got those strong ones, you know, the ones that really loyal and they really know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? And they really know, you know. So it's just how you handle that interrogation because they'll throw all types of mess at you. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, I understand when your mom and your grandma gets arrested because they're going in for RICO off the RICO charges and off the conspiracy charges. And they're actually getting handcuffed, and they're going to be doing 10 years because they were affiliated with you, even though they didn't move up one.
Hey, look. Your mindset on this, you telling.
I don't do no shit, so I don't give a fuck.
Hey, but look, if you did, they going to be like, we going to arrest your mom. We going to make him leave.
Y'all see this lady? If you go in the room with her, you snitching. I don't give a damn who you are, how strong. That's Detective Mason. You go in the interrogation room with her, your black ass is done. That's all I got to say.
No. I'm just bringing the point to being like why, like I'm saying, like if you look up Rayful Edmonds, I'm telling you, this nigga was worth like about hundreds of millions of dollars.
And I bet you the only reason he believed that his people was gonna get locked because they probably had something to do with it. Like he probably was putting some shit in his mama name or something, and she was helping move something or picking something up for him where it's like we can actually sink them. A nigga, like anything I was doing outside, they could have been like, we gonna get your mama, and I'd have been like, yeah, all right.
Yeah, for even gifts from him for that money. So like him buying them like a car, him buying them this and that.
Anything.
They could cop the whip at best.
Once y'all done.
What's that?
Where you going? How you gonna say you gonna say something and then walk away?
He always do that.
Good, y'all niggas go to bathroom. I'm trying to get my peek in. I'm losing my train of thought. But look, what James was saying was right though earlier. He was saying, as far as you don't need to say nothing because they already got all the evidence they're ever gonna need against you, right though. So on your end, what you gotta do is just play dumb. Don't say shit. And if you say anything pertaining to your case in any way, shape, or form, unless you in the actual court and you're in the processions leading up to that, you shouldn't say nothing. And if you do that, that's snitching or dry snitching on yourself, right? Mm-hmm. And so that's the one thing I wanted to touch on. And the other point about the snitching versus telling, like what you were saying, Taryn, like, yeah, that's snitching too. You don't have nothing directly to do with what somebody else got going on, but you trying to throw your little 2 cents in and tell on what they got going on, nigga, you a snitch. You know what I'm saying? You need to mind your business.
Yep.
But the RICO stuff, that's real. Like what Cleveland said, I've been through the interrogation and all of the ringer, and they hit me with all the same shit. It was like, we know you got your mama this and blah, 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 blah. We'll take her nursing license. You know what I'm saying? So they threatened to put charges on her, and they did, just based off her being affiliated with me and me paying bills and doing things for her. Like literally, and this is the city of Painesville, so it don't even got to be a big federal type of case. Like they'll find their way to get charges and stick them to people and try to get you to bend and fold. So that shit real. Yeah. Like I don't think
what ended up happening though.
Huh?
What ended up happening? Did she get charged?
No, she beat her case. Like I had to cash out. I went broke, bought the best lawyers money could buy.
But she showed me convicted of
law. The way the court systems and the law is set up, it's not even about right or wrong. It's about favoritisms and who you know and how much pull you got. Because if you could get a good lawyer who know these judges in this county and they cool and they go golfing and blah and they can do these backdoor deals, boom, you good. So that's when I figured out this shit fake. And
look, that's one of the biggest misconceptions, though.
No, they're all connected.
I understand that. I understand that.
They all connected.
They all connected.
All the little court proceedings that they try to do and hear ye all rise for your honor, all that shit is a show. So once you get these niggas jurisdiction to put their show over you, you fucked. But leading up until then, you don't need to be saying shit. Don't be talking to them. Don't be entertaining the detectives, nothing. You gonna get you a lawyer, and you only talk to your lawyer because they got confidentiality.
Yeah.
And look, and even outside of that,
Yep.
she didn't get convicted of nothing, and she wouldn't have got convicted of nothing. They could have said they was gonna charge her with whatever. There's no way she would have got convicted, even without the lawyer. But see, you ain't gonna take no chances.
No,
it's your mom.
No,
because he had money to get a lawyer. That's the whole thing. A lot of niggas don't.
Yeah.
They could have convicted her because they brought up charges against her.
Yeah.
Because she has something to do.
You can bring my money, whatever, but if you take it to trial, they can't convict her because they don't.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, I didn't want to take it to trial. I see what you're saying. Hell no.
Like anything. I'm the king of taking shit to trial. Look, I done got. I want my mom to be. I done got caught drunk as fuck. I done got caught drunk as fuck. I'm talking about OVIs. I got about 4 of them bitches. Look, I done went to trial on the motherfucker. Like, nigga, you got me on camera drunk as fuck. I'm the king of taking shit to trial. I take shit to trial just so I can catch you.
Just like Mr. Big.
I'm going to trial. Anything. Yeah. Look, you got a jaywalking ticket. I'm going to trial.
He said,
drop this shit. Look, drop this shit or I'm going to trial. I'm going to trial with everything. Everything. I done got so many cases thrown out or dropped down just because it's like it ain't worth it to them to take everything to trial.
Yeah.
It's like, man, you got to get more money than what this nigga's problem is worth. He got a jaywalking ticket. Why is he trying to go to trial? like nigga, I'm that nigga though. Like I be on bullshit with them. Right. Nigga, the last time I was in court, nigga, I took a felony OVI to trial, just on GP, and it was like a little possession charge in there. I ended up getting the possession thrown out just off of going to trial. They was like, man, you could just cop out to this. We'll give you 4 months in probation. I'm like, no, I'm taking all of it to trial. I want to go to trial for all of it. I ended up getting the possession thrown out.
Yeah.
That's one less felony on my record. I mean, I was drunk as fuck. Like, nigga, I couldn't. I'm on camera drunk as fuck. Man, they played this video. Hey, look, I'm not an easy nigga to embarrass. They played this video in court, nigga. I was embarrassed. Nigga, I was drunk as fuck. And look, and I knew it though. But I'm like, nigga, I got time today. Like, let's go to trial. And look, I acted a whole ass fool in trial because they gave me a public defender. Now I kept telling them I wanted to represent myself. They like, well, for this, they like for this, they made me take a public defender. They made me take it. So every time she started talking, I'm like, objection, I don't get him permission to speak to me. They end up kicking me out the courtroom, bro.
What, bro? Oh my god.
For real. Hey, look, and for real, if I wanted to spend some more time and take that shit to appeal, I could have beat that. Because for real, I have a right to represent myself. But that shit just after a while, it wasn't worth my time. You know, like
that's what it do. They started
the time and energy on it is like, okay, what I stand to gain out of this and what I stand to lose.
Play the long games with niggas like you. They just try to drag you along, run your pockets dry and run your patience dry and hope you just give up and cop a plea.
And see, they revoked my bond when they kicked me out of court. So it's like I'm about to be sitting here for these little few months anyway. Mm-hmm. So it's like, all right, fuck it. Let's end this shit and I'm about to just go ahead and go on by my way.
All right, we got
what up, nigga?
Momo,
I see you rapping the Lou.
What's up, baby?
Appreciate the comments.
I was tired of texting, bro. Y'all got me fucked up, bro. I was tired of texting, bro. I had to come in this bitch.
Yeah, we appreciate it. We see the comments. You got a lot of comments you put on there.
That's why I was like, no, hear me, bro, because I was tired of texting that shit. I'm at work. I'm in the office right now, about to say. I'm about to say I'm about to hack that shit.
I'm gonna pull up one of your comments right here. Now he said they want the big dogs, mafia, mobsters, thugs, kingpins. If you snitch, you just a crumb. They just want the whole bag of chips. So they want everybody.
Yeah,
they want everybody. They don't want you, bro. You ain't shit.
They want everybody.
You ain't shit. You know the quarterbacks, all that shit. You ain't shit, bro.
Like with Snitch 9, he got everybody. He took the whole. This nigga took the whole organization down. I mean, I'm saying though, the whole organization ain't did it because all of them in jail. How do you take the whole organization down of a gang?
They did it. They did it.
They did. But you let a nigga with rainbow color hair in your organization. That is your
like
fault.
I said, nigga, the unicorn, he bleeds rainbow, bruh.
Yeah.
Like he was a puppy. He was a puppy dog. He was got food on regardless, bruh. You can't be no gangster rapper and go out and spit that gangster shit. Right. And then as soon as you get hemmed up by the police, you got snitch. You got to especially when you get caught with shady shit.
It's a lot of people that do that.
Asking to get caught up. When you doing dirt and you trying to go clean and clean your money and get legit, you don't do both. You figure it out. You say, all right, I'm going this way or I'm that way. When you dabbling on the fence and you doing all that bullshit, sending hits out on niggas, still putting niggas on it.
Right. Well, see, this is the thing. This the thing. When you doing anything illegal, for one, you shouldn't rap about it. Okay, hold on. I'm at Jerry's back. On your back. Anytime you rapping, okay? This is what people don't understand. Even before social media. Before social media, when rappers, I know, but it's street and I added them back in.
Hey, one of y'all backgrounds loud as fuck.
But rappers snitch all the time, right? It used to be freedom of speech. You could say whatever you want in your music. Then they changed the law. But even before social media, when you got them with your CD, you mailed it to the United States Copyright Office, which is the government. So even before social media, rappers were already snitching on themselves, sending their music to the government to copyright it, and they listen to what you're saying, and then they send it back to you, say, hey, your album is copyrighted, sir, and we listen to everything you said.
Right.
I want to add to that.
That's like undercover snitching because you're snitching yourself, but you really didn't even know it because you just try to put your music out there.
Exactly.
Yeah, can I add it to that?
You gotta do that. You gotta do that because you don't want nobody stealing your shit though.
But
so you gotta send your shit in for your copy. I'm saying when you send your music in to get it copyrighted, and like you just said, they gotta listen to it. So pretty much you already signed a plea bargain. When you get it back, you already said you did what you did in that song. And then you put it out. It's even worse. When you put it out, it's even worse.
But even before you put it out, the government already heard it. The public just ain't heard it.
But I mean,
exactly. You already read the death note.
You know how many rappers say they do gangster shit and never did nothing gangster?
Yeah, I know.
They all ain't going to jail. They ain't do shit.
But the ones that really
I'm allowed to lie on the song.
Were being watched. Most rappers do lie.
Yeah.
Most rappers do lie.
Not the ones that actually do shit and then talk about the actual events. Like we can prove that this really happened.
They do it.
Yeah, then
put it on social media.
Yeah, and
they tell on themselves.
That's kind of what
so. Is that snitching or is that telling?
Call it what you want. It ain't smart.
Nigga, tell it.
It ain't smart. It ain't smart. It ain't smart. It just ain't smart.
Yeah.
Telling is fucking like sex
crime. You knew it was gonna work though. You knew it was gonna sell.
This nigga said telling is sex crime like a child.
Yeah, that's what you tell on. That's telling. And like fucking snitching is niggas coming up on some shit or whatever. That telling shit. That's strictly for like you seeing some shit go down sexual.
Yeah. Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil shit.
Yeah, like you allowed to be told on.
Yeah, totally. Well, let me ask you this: with all the technology we have, cell phones, social media, everything that all the cameras everywhere, even on the street lights, traffic lights, is there even a point to snitching nowadays when you get caught? Because it's like they already know. So there's no point, right?
No, the point in snitching is to gain fake. So the root of snitching, you can take it back, nigga, or why a nigga telling somebody is to gain favor from somebody in a higher position than the two people that's got something going on, right? So the snitch and the point of snitching is just to get a nigga out of a position that he was in from earlier, or a fucked up position, or if say a nigga locked up already, right? He might have some information on some shit that's going on in the streets, and he could get some time off by going and snitching to the detectives about some shit he ain't even out there for, but he just might have a tip or two to give him. And they might reject his sentence.
And look,
so
and
that's
you
the whole
figure
point of snitching. What you talking about is strictly talking to us to have some accountability of like, nigga, they job already super easy. They got the media, they got all the fucking cameras. Don't make that shit easier.
And look, because you figure, look, if I see you on the camera, but I ain't got a clue who you are, what good is that?
It ain't. That's why they need you to
It ain't no good. So they need you to snitch. If they didn't need nobody to snitch, they wouldn't have.
That's why they interrogate
but
you.
This the thing.
And they want you to break. You know what I'm saying? They can have just one thing, and it might not even be clear, but they interrogate you. That's why
I ain't gonna lie. Hey, look, the only person here that I might do a crime with is Darius. Cause look, y'all giving these niggas too much credit. Like they got everything they already need. No, they don't. That's the whole reason they got. Why I said you can rock too. You
First off, I'm gonna keep it like this. I'm gonna keep it real G. I ain't gonna do a crime with none of you niggas because if somebody fucks up, you ain't gonna fuck me up.
But see, this is the thing.
I'm gonna do my
all of us, hold on. All of us carry one thing in our pocket all the time right here, our cell phone.
Yeah.
So you don't have to snitch because guess what? If there's a crime somewhere, all they got to do is check the cell phone tires, call record, and they locating the cell phones anyway.
Yeah.
So it's like when you get caught with some shit, you don't have to speak. They're gonna find out anyway. They're gonna find out. You don't have to tell. Telling just makes it quicker.
Yeah, like, I just don't know like where I would need to commit a crime to where I need to link up 6-8 niggas unless it's like some big racketeering shit.
Feel me? If I want to kill a nigga, I'm going to kill him. I ain't telling you I'm going to kill him.
I'm not robbing no niggas with some niggas. Like I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing no dirt with niggas. That's why.
And then
6 ways.
There's a thing is paid informants though, so you gotta think about that aspect of the snitching. There's niggas out here who really get paid to be out here and infiltrate groups and do things and fucking tell on everybody.
Yeah, that's definitely a snitch.
That's a real thing.
That's a real snitch.
See, I don't have family to go down. Like go down. Like I've been around and knowing about this shit. Like niggas can say what they want to say, but until I've seen some of the shit go down, they've never had issues with snitching or anything. But I know how dirty games they play. Like those paid informants and shit, what he's talking about? Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, see, this thing
niggas making a career out of that shit.
Yeah.
But see, this the thing though. When you go out and you go back out and do that and people find out, you're no longer safe. Somebody's gonna find out. If you keep doing shit.
That's not true, James.
If you keep getting locked up and getting out, wait a minute. How you get out so
we
soon?
We all know a nigga that snitched. It just be outside.
Nigga, we know niggas that snitch right now.
Still selling dope.
And ain't nothing happened to them niggas.
Still selling dope.
Bullshit.
Still selling dope. Nigga got all
the niggas know that you snitch. And you still, and they like, why would you sell that man anything? He's not even supposed to be here right now.
Right.
Yeah. Cause he'll tell on you.
You can't tell on me. Hey, nigga, I quit.
What it is,
that's crazy. I just quit yesterday.
Mindset of a snitch done changed to where like, what the fuck niggas gonna do? I'll tell on your ass, nigga.
Yeah, it's like if you can't beat me up, no, like look, if I can't beat this nigga up, he's allowed to tell on people, and I'm just supposed to be cool with it.
But that's the code of the streets.
We got all the dope over, nigga. I seen him. I seen him. Nigga want to sell me shit.
Hey, you know, look. When I was younger, cause look, I used to be out there in Painesville. If we all familiar with Painesville, I used to be out there. It was older niggas that I'm not from Painesville, so I didn't know like what some of these niggas was on.
Right.
After I like got locked up and shit and a couple times, and now I'm talking to niggas. I got a little older niggas like, yeah, he snitched back in the day. He snitched. I'm like, hold on, y'all niggas just like. Niggas was kicking it with this nigga, like y'all just cool with that shit. I thought that was a no. See, when I was younger, I was completely sold on the game. Like nigga, I'm with all the shit. Like nigga, if a nigga try me the wrong way, you got to do something to him. You know, if niggas is snitching, you're not supposed to fuck with them. All that shit. I was into it. Like I thought, like this is how everybody's supposed to respect it. Once I realized I was the only one, I'm like, man, I quit. I'm getting out of here, man. I'm going to die forever.
But you got to think about it. When you think about it and look back and reflect, what you're doing back then you're playing the dirty game with low frequency people. So what you expect them niggas to have honor? Niggas ain't gonna have honor when you doing dirt. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
You're right, but
that's why I don't be mad. I don't judge snitches. I don't get that way. Like all snitches gotta die. I just don't fuck with niggas in a certain way. I wouldn't do dirt with that nigga. But I'm a legit businessman now, so I don't judge people in that aspect as far as on some street shit.
That's where I'm at today. Look, that's where I'm at today. I don't care what you do in the streets now because I ain't in them.
Right.
But when I was in them, I'm like we not supposed to fuck with this nigga. Yeah. What is y'all doing?
But
why is he in your car?
If you was brought up, if you were brought up and raised in the street, you all took an oath. Y'all understood the code.
Who took an oath?
What
no ceremony?
Your damn mouth shut. You get caught up. You get caught up in some damn shit. You keep it to your damn self. If you get in trouble, you do the crime. You do the crime. Juvenile made a song about it and told us all about it. And you niggas ain't sticking to the code. As soon as you get caught, you're snitching. The G code. That's what that really means. Keep your mouth shut. If you get caught, that's your charge. Even though all 10 of us might say, okay, we're going to go do this. If I get caught, I got to take all the charges. And you know what? I'm telling. I'm not taking nothing for nobody. If it's 10 of us and I get caught, you niggas is going down too.
That's not sticking to the G code.
I'm glad he admitted it because I've been caught that vibe. Like, I've been caught that.
Juvenile is sticking to the G code, and then you say you gonna tell.
You gonna tell everybody. Yeah, on everybody.
I didn't take the oath.
But that's all on the hit list.
I didn't take the oath. Yeah, hey, I didn't take the oath. And guess what? Yeah. When I go into that interrogation room with Detective Mason, me and her gonna sit down and eat good. Drink some wine, eat some red.
They gonna have a fat ass bucket of chicken.
Damn right,
go. Hey, look, from the gas station.
No napkins. I'm licking my fingers. No napkins or nothing. I'm drinking good with Detective Mason.
They gonna every church's chicken.
Yeah, right. You damn right. I'm gonna have churches, Popeyes, Red Lobster, Cracker Barrel. I'm gonna have everything I want in there and some desserts. And I'm chilling.
Nigga done sold niggas out for the Cracker Barrel.
I know. You damn right.
Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel.
Eat there just off the strength of the name.
But I'm saying if you take that oath,
I like me some Cracker Barrel.
It just sound racist.
Man, no, I like me some Cracker Barrel.
But look,
niggas don't
come in the barrel.
I didn't think niggas fuck Cracker Barrel.
Hell yeah.
It just sound racist, don't it?
What do you see?
I don't give a fuck how it sound. Long as it tastes good. It'll be
I ain't
racist.
going to no shit with no name. Cracker
Barrel, like because crackers don't come in a barrel; they come in a box.
Cracker Barrel is good.
This is clearly something racist. This is clearly something they didn't.
The walls is all white.
I'm gonna tell you. If the Ku Klux Klan was in there cooking, I'd still go in there and eat. That's how good it is.
It ain't that goddamn good, but it's
niggas just don't got no kind of code. Like he got no kind of code in ethics, man. He telling them
it's not that KKK.
Listen,
my nigga is just out here, man.
It's better than Bob Evans, but that nigga
my old roommate and John's family was in the Klan, so that shit. It is what it is. But
this nigga done kicked it with these niggas and ate. Why you ain't tell on them?
Huh? You can't tell on the Klan. How you gonna tell on them? You can't tell on them. But the code of the streets, it seems like the code of the streets now, nobody goes by it anymore. So that's why I brought that up. Because the people that used to live by the code, most of them, they're older. Now the younger generation, there's no code, especially if you're putting everything on social media. You violated the code. Every time you do something, you have to show or tell somebody. You're supposed to be quiet when you do dirt. That's how I was taught. And if I do dirt, I'm going by myself. So can't nobody say nothing. Yeah, like nobody's smart about it. Like the young, they're not smart about the stuff they do, you know?
So all right, so let's say somebody murders your cousin, you know who it was, but you ain't about that. Like, what you gonna do?
Well, that's different. I'm not. I'll probably do retaliation.
That's what I was gonna say. You're gonna retaliate first.
I'll retaliate if I go to the police.
You want to get them back.
That's different.
You know what I'm saying? That's
I'm gonna risk all my life and everything that I got going on.
That's a whole different scenario.
Y'all niggas really about that murder life. Y'all gonna go kill the nigga or put hands on him?
Man, they about to tell. They might tell, man. You been hearing this conversation. Niggas is going to jail.
You ain't even got to tell because niggas will brag that they caught a body on social media and get caught anyway.
But
they're stupid.
But I mean, like seriously, I mean, like, what are you gonna go do? You gonna go throw hands with a killer? He ain't gonna throw it.
You go kill the killer.
That's what you want to do. You want to kill. You gotta want to kill him. If you kill your cousin,
like where's the logic at? Like, where's the logic at? Like, all right, you gonna go kill him back, and then you gotta be possibly put on trial and spend the rest of your life in prison.
This is yeah.
It's easy to say, but when you're emotional,
I could live with that.
But what do you do?
I could live with them odds. You can't kill my people, and I know you killed them, and you're gonna stay alive.
You're gonna want to retaliate.
Cause look, I could send you to prison, and one day you can get out.
Yeah.
Nah,
they won't.
You gotta go. If they gotta go, you gotta go.
You won't see the justice done because they could just be off. You know what I'm saying? Just living their whole. Okay, I kill you, and they just go about their own.
But if you
way.
really gotta
go, you know what I'm saying?
If
you're gonna want to retaliate. If you see this person daily, you're gonna want to retaliate at some point.
But if you're in the streets and you were really out there about their life, you're gonna end up dead or in prison anyway. So it might not be you to get them, but either the system.
I don't do no street shit no more. I go to work. I be podcasting and shit.
Right.
If a nigga kill one of my people, I'm going to kill him.
I would want to kill him.
I'm telling
you. The only way I wouldn't kill him is I feel it. The only way I wouldn't kill him is if they got caught on their own. They wouldn't get caught because I told. That's something I picked up back then, and I'm keeping that.
They
that
won't
makes
get
sense
caught on it because
you got kids.
I got one. Yeah.
All right, so you gonna spend the rest of your life in prison and you can't take care of your kids.
I don't plan on getting caught.
See, but that's the
thing. He's devised a plan. He's gonna have.
I'm not doing this shit with the intention of getting caught.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna retaliate.
You
That's retaliation.
Hypotheticals sound good. Y'all talking about seeing a nigga and murdering a nigga and all this shit. That shit and getting away with it. That shit sound good. But shit.
My kid is my kid, but my kid is not my only family member. If you kill one of my family members, I'm gonna retaliate the same way for any of them. Now, if it's a nigga I'm cool with, you know, I might not for that, man, because I'm not in the streets no more, so I don't have to do that.
You don't necessarily have to kill him. You just want to do something.
But if you kill one,
eye for an eye leaves everybody blind. So
I'm cool with that. Like I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
I'm just saying.
I'm good with that.
I'm just saying human nature.
Charles in this shit.
I'm just saying.
Bumping in the walls.
I'm just saying with human nature, when you have a family member, say somebody killed off your closest family member, you're gonna want to retaliate. Just as human nature, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta think rationally. That's like you're saying. You gotta think rational. Is this worth like spending the rest of my life in jail? You know, is it really worth that? You know, but I'm just saying right off bat, you're gonna want to kill him too. You know what I'm saying? There's somebody. It's just normal. You know, they take somebody close to you for no reason. You know, or some whatever.
Even if it's for a reason, you can't kill mine.
You know what I'm saying?
Kill somebody else.
It's just a normal, you know.
So you just gonna time raising your kids?
No. That's why I said you got to think rationally. Then, okay,
you gotta catch me.
I would have to think rationally for my kids to say, you know what I'm saying? Think rationally. And I'm not gonna, you know, it's not worth it in the end. You took, maybe there's, I don't know why, you know what I'm saying, but it happened, you know what I'm saying. And I'm not gonna spend my life, you know, regretting everything and regretting seeing my kids being raised, you know what I'm saying, over a situation that you know,
my brother,
you know what I'm saying. But I would want to something back, you know. It's just something that you want them to get their karma. You want them to get their karma too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They should be just. You don't want to see them walking around, you know, living their life when you have the closest family member to you die. You know, die.
It's only,
you know what I'm saying?
It's only certain people that I would get busy for. That's my brother, my sisters, my nieces, nephews, my son. Yeah, my mama. I said my mama twice. Huh? I get double. I get double busy. Okay. Look, I get extra busy over my mama.
Yeah, get real busy. Yeah.
But yeah, outside of my mama, my brother, sisters, nieces,
Your
nephews,
immediate
son.
family. Your immediate family.
I'm not really trying to catch a body for anybody outside of them. Any of them, if I would gladly take that chance of killing you and potentially getting caught. I would take that chance any day of the week, forever.
You know what? Sounds like to me, Cleveland did a lot of dirt. I'm gonna have to call detective. Hey, I'm gonna call
He
detective.
too willing. He ready.
I need to call Detective Mason. You know what? I'm gonna eat good. I'm gonna call Detective Mason. She's gonna fly me down to Memphis. I'm in the Airbnb. Give me some wine.
I'm gonna say once upon a time.
Give me some Memphis wild ribs.
Once upon a time, I kicked it with some unsavory characters, and we was outside doing some unsavory shit. I don't want no parts of nothing them niggas is doing these days. I don't talk to these niggas no more. When I see them, it's real brief. But there's certain parts of that time in my life that I'm like, that makes sense.
Understood.
And I'm gonna keep that.
So he's a changed man.
He's changed.
Now, as far as we just kicking it and we ready to go to war over a couple dollars, over a couple niggas talking some shit, or because a nigga done punched you in your face. No, we not killing. I'm not killing nobody for that.
Right.
If you punch me in my face, I'm gonna punch you back in yours, and we just gonna be some punching niggas, and it's gonna be over with when it's over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, when it come to family, I'm still how I always been. You can die for them. I would die for them, so you can die for them.
I don't know.
Anything I wouldn't die. That's them to decide.
They might not.
I'm thinking like dying and survival are two different things. Like it's
if a nigga pulled a gun and was like,
yeah,
I'm about to shoot this person, would you take this bullet for them? I would be like, yes.
Shit.
This nigga's terrible, man. You let a nigga shoot your mama?
Not my mama.
I ain't let that happen. But
Not my mama.
I just literally named off the list of people that I would die for.
I'm going for
that's about all I got. My daddy
literally gave y'all a list. And y'all like, shit. Oh, no.
but the rest of my family, though, nigga, I got a nigga that I do it for, but that nigga, there ain't too many motherfuckers I'm taking.
Oh, man.
I'm a bullet, nigga.
Mama, my kids.
I literally just gave y'all my list.
Yeah, you know what? Hey,
Y'all fucked up, man. Y'all some bad people, man.
I didn't get some more years and you don't live long enough.
I know. You gotta live.
I'm 30 years old. You don't live long enough. They're gonna take the easy way.
Oh man, yeah, no, right.
Oh, he ain't shit. Don't do no crimes with it. He worse than I am.
Yeah. Nah, I ain't gonna like do all that telling shit, nigga. I just prefer not to do anything with anybody. I just never have. Like even when I was getting down, I just never.
You can't trust nobody though.
You just leaving yourself open. I'm just not gonna take the chances of.
Yeah,
but that's why when you do your dirt, you do it by yourself.
Yeah. You ain't smoking no weed in my car. Get that fucking.
Anytime I go do dirt, I go by my damn self.
You don't do no dirt though.
You don't know what I do because
right. The only dirt this nigga did was landscaping.
I know for real.
We know who did dirt though. I'm calling Detective Mason.
I'm serious
about that.
Prove it.
I'm talking to her.
Bag of chips in the store.
Look, y'all gonna see this nigga on I'm talking to Detective Mason.
Hey, we was outside going crazy when niggas had the shitty cameras on the phone. Niggas had Kyocera phones.
Oh, I remember that.
Crazy.
Yeah, with the Virgin Mobile plan.
Oh man, the Virgin Mobile.
We was outside going crazy. Nigga.
Don't call me till after 7. Yeah, that was good time.
Yeah, it was good times.
Hey, look, I had North Coast PCS before Rebel came out. I was going crazy with the North Coast.
North Coast.
Y'all niggas had the cricket.
Oh man, you had the BlackBerry when the North Coast came out.
When I had
North Coast, I had the BlackBerry.
When I had the North Coast in the Rebel phone, nigga, I would have smoked your ass.
Man, I had that.
I was a problem.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask y'all in the comments if I see a lot of comments though. If y'all end up in something, should y'all snitch? Should you tell or what? Or should y'all stick to the code? That's what I want to know. I need some more comments.
Man, nobody likes no snitch.
It ain't about what you ain't the one about to go do the
Man,
damn.
Look, Wats is kept snitching and telling is the same thing.
Yeah, snitching.
It's really not.
No, it's not. Like a fucking chomo and a drug dealer.
No, like I gotta agree with him with the telling. You tell if it's like a pedophile or something.
Yeah.
Like some stuff, like, that's when you gotta tell a situation. You know what I'm saying? That's not. But that's not snitching.
According to one of the definitions we gave, some shit that ain't got nothing to do with you.
Yeah,
it's snitching.
It's
So if this nigga across the street fucking the shit out of your kids, that really ain't got nothing to do with you.
it is. No, it is like snitching.
I'm telling on his
You
ass.
definitely
Ain't
tell
no fucking way.
it.
Ain't no fucking way.
Like remember when you
Or I would kill him.
like remember when your little kid is saying, "I'ma tell on you." You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell on you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling.
You know when something's wrong. You know when you know something. You know I'm gonna tell on
Certain
you.
shit you gonna
You know
say.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But other than that, you're not like. Say for instance, my sister beat me up. I'm not gonna sit there. My mom. There was one time my sister scratched my face like all the way around here, and my mom came home. She was like, "Taryn, what happened?" I'm like, "Nothing." I'm not snitching on my little sister.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I said nothing happened at all. I'm not snitching. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if something like you feel something that's wrong, you know, and the fact that it's harming somebody,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Especially
that is
children, yeah.
intentionally harming somebody.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell on you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell on you.
When you're not in the streets, you allowed to be a snitch.
Yeah.
If you're not in the streets,
If
it's
you're
not
not in the
snitching.
streets, you a civilian, you allowed to snitch.
It's telling if you're not in the streets.
Well, we'll
Nah,
call it
that's-
telling, but really it's snitching. But it's
situation.
I expect you to snitch if you're not in the street, so I'm not supposed to do shit.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
So you saying
I kind of see what he's saying.
you can willingly watch a chomo. You can willingly watch a chomo get down and get busy and not say nothing.
I couldn't do it. So if I was in the streets, if I saw this, I would have to take it into my own hands and do something. Since I'm not in the street, I'm telling the cop.
But you want to get the law involved too.
No, man, that's not necessarily true. I'm not in the streets, and where a cop came up to me, it was like, "Did you see something?" I said, "No, I didn't see nothing."
Well, I mean, and
What
that
do you
was
mean?
that was your choice, though.
I
Like,
said I didn't see nothing. I had nothing to do with nothing.
that was just
I
you
didn't
being
see
a real
nothing.
nigga. That was
You
just
know what
you
I'm
being a real nigga. But
I
if
didn't
you would have
see
told
nothing.
niggas, couldn't have been like,
I didn't
"Oh,
see
that
nothing.
nigga right there."
I didn't see nothing.
Nigga, no respect in jail and in prison. I done been there and they get no respect. They beat the fuck out of them. They try to kill them.
Well,
So I can put you in
never
that.
been in prison because she wasn't doing the street shit. So if she did tell on the niggas like, "What? They gonna disrespect me in prison? Too bad I ain't going."
I don't know.
I
I don't know because there be a lot of snitches in and out of jail, getting out, living good. I don't know about that anymore.
I'm talking about chomos, not snitches.
Oh, yeah.
The chomos,
Yeah,
you gotta. Hey, look, you getting fucked with in the county. You ain't even gotta make it all the way to prison. You just like, man, hey, you gotta check in. You can't stay on this pod with us. You gotta check in. Hit the button, man, because if you come out the room, it's all bad. We done did that. And look, it's this niggas banding together that didn't even like each other. Like, no, he can't stay here with us. he can't stay here with us. You can't fuck on kids.
Yeah.
If they your kids.
No,
you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, it was a dude on our pod that was in there because he was fucking on his own children. And once we found out what he was there for, it's like, no, nigga, you better hit the button because we beating your ass when you come out that room. That nigga stayed in his room and hit that button and got up out of there.
But that's what I'm saying. So, like, if I see a situation like that, I would beat the fuck out the nigga. Then I'm calling the law. Come get this piece of shit.
Yeah, and that's fair.
But
what if it's big ass nigga? What if it's like motherfucking Debo? And he over there fucking kid. And what you gonna do? You just gonna call the police because he gonna beat your ass.
You better hit him with a 2x4 or something. You better grab something and hit him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely gonna end up.
You gotta pick your battles, man. You gotta pick your battles, man. You can't beat Debo, man. Debo about to
I mean, you can act upon it, and then I'm gonna call the law and get this nigga taken up and scrape this nigga up, dog. But the law will be involved though with that shit because
you can't. And look, if you assault this man, and then call the police, both of y'all going to jail. You know that, right?
Yeah, but he's gonna get out later. He's gonna get out. They're gonna drop it
they're gonna drop it, but
because once they find out why he did it, They're gonna drop it.
They like,
in prison forever for killing a nigga.
about to get this nigga for killing some stuff, and this
Right.
nigga going down for being a
They're gonna
choke.
drop his.
They
I
might
could
get
do
him.
2 days in jail. I done did it before.
No, that felonious assault coming.
Unless the
coming
other
some
dude
time.
unless the other dude press some
You
charges.
going down the road for that one?
Now that the other dude be
Now they'll.
press charges
Yeah,
against
the chobo gonna press charges. Now you gotta go to jail.
Now it ain't gonna happen though because they'll see that I acted out of rage because I seen him.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I say
That nigga pressing charges like this man assaulted me. I want a TPO and everything.
He got enough shit to worry
If
about.
he tries, he's
He got enough
brilliant
shit to
for
worry
it.
Hey, you gonna get a restraining order on you and everything. Nigga, you going down.
Good, I wouldn't want the nigga around me anyway.
Y'all about to be bunkies, nigga, in Lorraine.
Hell no.
Nobody want to go to Lorraine.
Y'all about to be bunkies, man.
That's terrible.
Nobody.
Yeah, that is cool.
All right, well, I guess that's it for tonight. We done talked about snitching, what snitching is, what telling is, the code of the streets, the G code.
Yeah, we gotta get out of here. I got a date.
And Tuesday we'll be back. Tuesday night we're gonna be back with what we talking about on Tuesday. Oh, Double Standards Part 2, Tuesday night. So follow the page on Facebook. Just hit follow. Subscribe on YouTube. Be on Twitter. But Tuesday we're gonna have a good show. I'm gonna upload some clips tonight and tomorrow from the first Double Standards podcast, so y'all can see what we're talking about. And then in Tuesday we're gonna have some more in the Double Standards. All right. So appreciate y'all for watching. Y'all have a good night.
All right, now.